is going on today, guys? Welcome back. So first clip here, you saw the frame getting blasted, and here she is. She looks minty fresh, super pumped. Turned out very, very well. All of the crusty areas, the black areas that you see right now, I did actually spray some rust converter on just a couple little areas, but that's the reason why it's black. But other than that, before I did all of that, looked just like that. All of the real nastiness back here turned out very, very well. You know, right inside these pockets and stuff is where I was really referring to that you can't really stick a wire wheel. Underneath here, everything looks perfect. Up inside here, everywhere just looks really, really good. So we pushed the truck back inside the shop yesterday after they were done, did that rust converter stuff. You want to leave that set for about 24 hours, and now we are finally ready to start getting this thing coated. So because we are down to bare metal, it's a little bit different if you were just kind of dealing with an already kind of crusty-ish frame. If you did that, you would really go to a Pour 15. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is all stuff that was recommended by Mark, and if Mark recommends it, in my book, it is exactly what we are going to do. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we've got everything kind of covered up in here. As you can see right here, where we're going to start off though is this step right here. And all of this prep stuff was really in preparation for some of this stuff. So fuel tank is out of it. We have an AirDog kit that we are going to be putting on here. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That's a beautiful truck. I have actually really always loved that color. So what we're looking for in here, oh yeah, look at that black hose. That's what I'm talking about. No more of that blue stuff. So we got the black hose. Look at these brackets. I guess they did a different coating. Nice little texture surface. Yeah, that's nice. Different brackets. So these are different brackets. They used to have plastic. They used to have metal. The metal ones used to be kind of on the coating side. So they have new coating on the brackets. So always, you know, stepping their game up. So always constantly improving. So have everything we need in here. What we're looking for is the bracket, which should be in this box. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this side of the truck, and on the frame right here, because this is a single cab and the fuel tank really kind of comes all the way up into here where the transfer case is, there's not a whole lot of room to kind of hide this thing, mount this thing very clean. So, with recommendations of other people here, we're actually going to mount the pump directly to the frame right here, which is kind of why we took the fuel tank down as well. We're going to end up cleaning that up, getting that thing ready. The fuel tank straps are at the powder coater, getting completely redone, as well as the U-bolt shackle stuff, all of the top plates, things like that. Anything that's a little small that could be powder coated, that's on its way there. That's getting done right now. So the pump is going to get mounted right here. Any holes that we want to drill in the frame to mount that, I want to do that now, as opposed to after we get done completely coating it. So we're going to do that now, mock that up, drill the holes, and then we can start spraying. So let me show you what we got here that we are going to start coating the frame with. This was all stuff that me and Mark got when we were doing the bed work, all SEM, S-E-M products. This is kind of like a industrial supply paint shop that we got this stuff from, so I'm not sure exactly how available it will be to you guys, but the basic premise is self-etching primer, seeing that we are down to bare metal. It's actually in black, which is kind of nice. And then on top of that is this, well, it's Kemperly paintable rubberized undercoating. Mark has used this on the Sexcursion in the shop, and he said it dries, you know, pretty hard. It's not super rubbery. Comes out very, very black. A lot of the problems with some of the undercoatings is they kind of turn brown. So this is really, really nice. I've seen it on his truck, and that's what we are going to be using. So should seal the frame up, protect it, and also coat it for the long haul. Again, if you guys, all of the Pour 15 stuff I do recommend as well. I kind of use that on my 08, but because we are down to bare metal, we kind of got to treat it, we've got to seal it up, so that's what we're going to be doing. Alright, so basically what we're going to end up doing is using this plastic block, the mounting frame, and kind of sandwiching it just like that. Maybe using a plate on the backside just to kind of shore it up, but really that's about it. You want it lower than your bed mounts. tucked up so the bed's gonna cover it. The sump that we're gonna be using, which is gonna land right about here, we're gonna use a bean sump right underneath the sending unit on the tank, which lands about there. That's gonna be here, so we can run our line from the sump right up to here, which is the inlet of the pump. And then we'll be good to go. This is pretty much the location that we utilize on the common rail stuff as well. So should be really, really clean. The problem is when the fuel tank is in here, it's kind of butted up right here. How are you gonna bolt through there? So that's why with the fuel tank out now, we're gonna go ahead, do it now. That way we can access right behind here, because normally you would not be able to. So right about there looks good. We're out of the way of the bed mounts. And we should be good. There's plenty of room to run the lines there. So we're gonna go ahead and mock this up, drill these holes, carry on. Fit of the AirDog is complete. I think it's time to open up the garage doors a little bit here, kick on our makeshift fan setup so we don't completely blast this place, and start spraying. So here we go. First coat, I'll check back in with you guys and we'll take a break and come back. Not sure if we're gonna do 1 or 2 coats of the etch primer, but I'll keep you guys posted. A little while later, the etch prime is done. I'm gonna try and keep this thing focused, get up close as best I can, but I did end up using a couple coats on the etch primer just to kind of go light at first, then lay it on progressively, but super pumped. The etch, even just the etch looks really, really good. I don't know if this is gonna be available to everyone. Maybe you can buy it online, but if you guys do need any, right here it says improved fan pattern, application time, dry time. These cans, and they've got these tips on them. I don't know. Hold on. Hold please. Hold please. This tip, whatever they do to this tip, man, it is probably the best spray can that I've ever used. It actually looks like when I've watched people paint, the spray pattern and the coverage is just really nice. Maybe I'm hyping it up too much, but I feel like it's really good stuff. So yeah, the etch prime stage is done. I'm actually just going to get on the creeper one last time, hit the spots underneath that I can't visibly see super well, but super pumped. Everything is turning out really nicely, so we can move on. We are losing daylight rapidly. I was going to try and like do the leaf springs, outside wire wheel them in between stages, but we've been kind of going back and forth between the house doing other things. But the goal for today was really just to get the back of the frame done and let it dry overnight, so we're well on our way. We're definitely going to accomplish that. So next up is testing out this undercoating, and I will give you guys a review when we're done here. So I'm going to go ahead, start doing that. The fans are doing very well. I've checked the coverings, doing the little wipe test, and nothing is on the cover, so we're solid. Alrighty, 3 cans later of the undercoating, and we are all set. We got it all over our face, all over our clothes, but we are done with the undercoating. It looks good. Looks very good. It's a little bit more textured than I originally thought. I believe it's probably, this stuff is probably the thickest undercoating. I was having a little bit of an issue with the first can with the tip, but you really got to make sure you shake it up. But it actually almost kind of looks like Line-X almost. It kind of just resembles a little bit of that Line-X feel. Definitely pretty heavy texture on this finish. If you guys can see, I'm trying to get up close and kind of focus, you can kind of see it's definitely got some spits and sputters, but I mean, it's undercoating. That's kind of what it is. I like a little bit more of a flatter finish, so I guess it just depends on really what you're going for. It's not bad. It's actually kind of growing on me. It's protected. That's really what matters. I mean, I think the biggest thing to take away from this whole entire ordeal is it's not like this truck is probably going to see too much winter activity. I have a truck to drive other than that to kind of blast through the winter. This thing probably won't even see real heavy winter use even when it is done. So it's protected, it's not gonna rust, and that's the biggest thing. But if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, here is what the finish looks like. Oh yeah, boys. Ooh, oh, we're fogging up the screen. Fogging up the screen. That's shrimp if you can't tell. Babe, I fogged up the screen. We're home. I had to come home and shower. I had stuff all over my face. I'm probably gonna leave that in. Yeah, Allie just said that's what she said. That's funny. All right, so we're home now. I kind of realized some of this restoration kind of like frame painting things are not super exciting, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta get it done. These hands do it all, so we gotta get it done. But anyway, we'll be moving on from that. The rest of the frame, I'm actually going to focus on when like the doors and the fenders and everything come off to paint it. I can get to all of that really, really easily at that point. So the dogs are fighting over here. Playfully fighting. We'll get the leaf springs done, put the new shackles in, get the fuel tank straps back from the powder coater hopefully tomorrow, and then we'll be able to mount the AirDog, get the AirDog done. I really didn't want to drive it super, super long until we get a fuel pressure gauge and put that AirDog in. So we're going to do that real soon. Here comes Babe. And there they go. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on. But that's going to do it. Hopefully that helped some of you guys out. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you.